Hey guys, it's Gigi. Welcome to my kitchen. Come on in. I'm going to be trying a recipe today that I've been seeing go around for a while now. I've been wanting to try it, and y'all know I've been decorating my house for the fall, so it's got me feeling all the fall vibes. So guess what we're going to do today? We're going to make some pumpkin cream cheese muffins. That just sounds delicious, and I think it'll kick off these burr. We're in September now, so my house is decorated for fall, and I thought, why not make it smell like fall if I'm going to make it look like fall? So that just reminded me. Let me preheat my oven to 350 degrees. Okay. For the sake of time, I'm going to tell you what I've already got in my bowl here. You can see I've already got all of my dry ingredients, and what I've got is I've got a cup of coconut flour. I did leave everything sitting out so I could show you, but I always try to buy organic, but this is coconut flour. I've got 1 cup of coconut flour. I have got 1/4 of a cup of almond flour. And I have got 2, let me refer to I've got my recipe written down. So let me go ahead and tell y'all our dry ingredients. I've got 1 cup of coconut flour, 1/4 of a cup, or 1/4 cup of almond flour. I'm going to be putting in 1 cup of pumpkin puree. I've got 1/4 of a cup of coconut oil. I have got a 1/2 of a cup of monk fruit sweetener. I use the Whole Earth plant-based. That's the sweetener that I'm using, and that was a 1/2 a cup. I'll write this recipe out for you. I've got 2 teaspoons of pumpkin spice. I'm using the Fresh Finds. That's just the pumpkin spice brand that I had in my cabinet. And I've got 1 teaspoon of baking powder. I've got a pinch of salt. And I'm going to be adding a 1/2 a teaspoon of vanilla when we put our wet ingredients in with our dry. Okay, but first of all, we're going to take our dry ingredients and we're just going to give them a good whisk, okay? Just to make sure we get all those little lumps out of there and incorporate. And I'll try not to sling it out everywhere. Oh, that pumpkin spice smells so good. So you can see that we've got all of our dry ingredients whisked together. And so to this, we're going to start adding our other ingredients, our eggs, our oil, our vanilla, and our pumpkin puree. So I'm going to be putting in 3 large eggs. Looks like I might have a little shell down in there. I know a shell gets out of shell, but there we go, got it. Had a little bitty shell in there. But 3 large eggs going into our wet ingredients. I've had my eggs, well, my goodness, it must be some thin, these are farm fresh eggs. I've got another little shell in there. This time I'm going to use, there, got it. These are farm fresh eggs, compliments from my neighbor, my sweet neighbor. Hey, I traded cookies for eggs. Works for me. And our final 3rd large egg. Sit those over into the sink. And we're going to put in 1/4 of a cup. These are my cute little measuring cups that I got from TJ Maxx. 1/4 cup of coconut oil. This is the brand of coconut oil that I'm using. And I've got 1 cup of pumpkin puree. And then we will add 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. And then a little extra splash. And we're going to mix all of this together. And we are just looking for kind of like a thick batter. Just gonna mix it together. And then I'm gonna sit it over to the side because I wanna go ahead and also make I've had my cream cheese sitting out at room temperature, bringing it to room temperature. And I've already got my sweetener. This is powdered sweetener. Again, organic sweetener. I'm going to be mixing it in with my cream cheese. I'm also going to add another little splash of vanilla and a little bit of, there's the oven preheated, and then also another little splash of pumpkin spice into our cream cheese mixture that we're going to put in the middle. This already smells so good. And I know when it starts baking, my house is going to be smelling like fall. Want to make sure we got it all mixed in there. And guys, we're going to be making us some pumpkin cream cheese muffins. All right, let's set that over to the side. Clean up my space a little bit because I'm going to start blending our, this is such at room temperature, I might not even have to get out my mixer. I've got it out though, because we want it to be really well incorporated into our sugar. So let's get all that cream cheese. Okay, and I said we're going to put another little splash of, let me go down to the 4th and just put a little splash of vanilla in there. And a little pumpkin spice. I'm just eyeballing this, okay? Just to give it a little, carry that flavor on through to the cream cheese mixture. So I've got 1/2 cup of my sweetener, 1 8-ounce block of cream cheese, just a little sprinkle of cinnamon. I'm not, sorry, not cinnamon, has cinnamon in it, but pumpkin spice and, yeah, vanilla. Like, okay, I know I put something else in there. Okay, so now let's give this a mix. Let's see if we're gonna, yeah, I'm definitely gonna use my hand mixer because I want to get it nice and creamy. And like I said, guys, I've made pumpkin bread, I've made pumpkin cake, whatever, but I haven't made these low carb pumpkin cream cheese muffins. Okay, so I've been wanting to try them. Now this is probably going to be noisy. So So for the sake of it, I'm just going to put you on pause, get this mixed up really well, and I'll come right back. Well, I said I am. Okay, I've got our cream cheese mixture made up. Again, we just did cream cheese, our sugar, a confectioner's sugar substitute, a little vanilla and a little pumpkin spice in there. It's nice and creamy. I tasted it off of the beater. It's delicious. So for the sake of time, what I did is I put 1 scoop, I'm using my scooper, of our pumpkin muffin mix into the bottom of my pans. Y'all, this is crazy, but I've got a 6 muffin pan, and I've got a 24. So I don't have a 12. I'm going to have to invest in one. I need to get me one. So anyhow, I'm just using this 24, even though I'm not going to be using this side of it. Looks like we're going to have enough mixture that it's going to make 12 muffins. So that's what it's looking like to me, but we'll see. I've got 1 scoop inside the muffin pans, and then I'm just taking a little bit of cream cheese mixture, putting it right in the center of each muffin, and then of course I will put another scoop of our muffin mix right on the top. And it sure does smell good. And then these are going to be popped into a 350-degree oven, which I've already, been preheating. And they're going to bake for about 18 to 22 minutes. Now, you can also put this in a loaf and make a pumpkin loaf out of it. And then you would bake it according to your oven, probably about 40 to 45 minutes if you did it in a loaf, okay? But in these little muffin tins, it's going to take about 18 to 22 minutes. So, and then, hey, we'll take them out and let them cool down, and we will give them a taste together. I may have a little bit of this cream cheese icing left over, but that's okay, because actually the recipe only called for 1 cup of the pumpkin puree. So I still have a half a can. If these turn out really good, I'll just go ahead and whip up another batch and gift them and share them with somebody. Okay, so now I'm going to go back in with our top scoop right on top of that cream cheese. Oh, and I did take a little bit of my avocado spray and sprayed my little scooper. Just makes it come out. I think I'm gonna add just a little bit more cream cheese filling to that one. He looked like he got shorted a little bit. So yeah, I'm just wanting to try these out, and hey, this may be a healthy fall dessert that I can make up during the fall. You can make it up if you're trying to cut your carbs back. And we can have us a healthy pumpkin muffin. We can eat it as a snack. We can eat it for breakfast. We can share it with others. If you know somebody who's eating low carb or is a diabetic, you can make them up a batch and take it to them. But yeah, guys, I'm just gonna finish doing these muffins. I'm gonna pop them into the oven, and I'll be back with you in about, let's just say, in real time, it'll be 25 minutes, but in your time, a couple of seconds, okay? Okay, guys, I'm back. Our pumpkin muffin, cream cheese muffins are out of the oven. It's smelling so good. Let me tell you what I did with mine. Y'all know I had that leftover cream cheese. Well, I put the cream cheese and the pumpkin puree that I had left over, put it in the refrigerator. But I pulled out the cream cheese and I put it on top of the one that I'm going to try with you. But I want y'all to see. You can see the cream cheese layer that's in the middle, but I put cream cheese and sprinkled the top with just a little bit of nuts. I've got this is what I used. It's just a nut topping. Now, a lot of people have nut allergies, so just eliminate and omit that I'm even saying this, but I love all things nuts. Y'all better be glad I didn't drizzle some caramel on here. But I just used these little nut toppings. On the top of mine, I added a little bit more cream cheese. I will say they're not the most appealing muffins, but I think if you spread a little extra cream cheese on the top, they're beautiful. But, you know, the truth is in the tasting. So that's what we're going to do. Let me pull it apart and let's just take a look at the inside. Y'all look at the inside of these. Don't those look wonderful? They smell so good. They smell so good. But let's give them a try. Y'all. I will tell you, there's always going to be a different texture when you're baking with coconut flour or almond flour versus self-rising or all-purpose flour. There's just a different texture. But these are delicious in taste. The pumpkin spice is coming through. The cream cheese, the vanilla. These are delicious. I mean, if you're trying to watch your carbs, cut your carbs, watch your carb intake for health purposes, or for if you are a diabetic or whatever, this is a perfect fall dessert or a snack for you to have that I think that you will enjoy and you will not feel like you're missing a thing. Those are good. Shout out to my sweet friend that I walk with. Y'all know my friend Debbie. I walk with her. I'm just moving this so you can see how beautiful this is. She gifted me this Pioneer Woman tier, and I love it. I think it is absolutely gorgeous. It's got this little, let me see if I can bring it closer. It's got this little bitty crystal right there on the top of it. But I said I'm using it today because I just got it this week. She gave it to me this week. I said I want to use it. I think it's absolutely beautiful. So thank you, Debbie. Anyhow, well guys, I'm not going to hold you any longer. Close this video out and tell you to go make you some pumpkin cream cheese muffins. I'm going to be playing around with some other desserts from this because I'm thinking adding some milk to this, thinning out the batter, making some pumpkin spice pancakes, low carb. Add maybe some heavy whipping cream to the batter. Anyhow, I'm just tossing around ideas in my head. Y'all know I'll always share them with you. But anyhow, I'm going to go. If I can encourage you to be the hands and feet of Jesus, be his mouthpiece, share his love and kindness with somebody today. You won't have to look very far to find somebody who stands in need, okay? I'll see you back again in my kitchen real soon. This is Gigi. Bye, guys.